Hello and welcome to this episode of Wibbles Gaming. Today, as you can very clearly see, I am on the newly released game, Wreckfest 2. Now, this game is so far doing very well in my opinion, and I'm going to be going over the things that it's done well, and the things that maybe it could improve on. So this would be a first impressions review. So first off, there are only 4 cars. Now 2 of these, the Rocket and the Road Slayer, have been taken out from the original Wreckfest and implemented into Wreckfest 2. But then there is also the American one, which is not sure kind of what car that is, and a European one which is based on some kind of Golf. Now I would expect there to be many more cars in the future, but for now there are only 4 cars, which does kind of bring it down a little bit, but these cars are very detailed. I only have like medium settings on right now, and I can already tell that the detail is probably much better than it was in normal Wreckfest. I'm just going to stick with the Road Slayer, which is the original car. Now what you can't do is upgrade these cars, and I don't even think you can tune them yet. All you can do is set the difficulty, which is like the traction control and stuff. There's no paint designs yet either, it's just the default ones. But you can paint the body, and you can make a custom one as well, I think. Wait, I can't. It won't let me go to custom. Oh well. You can make a custom one as well to paint your car with. Now there are also some options. You can watch replays of races. You can view the leaderboards. The leaderboards are, there's many people just getting much faster times literally every single time I go on this leaderboard, because it is a fairly new game. Obviously there's settings where you can adjust the graphics, audio controller and bindings, and there's also being able to report a bug. Because this is an early access game, they'll obviously want to know if there's anything bugged about their game. What I'm going to do is hop into a single player custom race, and I feel like I think scrapyard is really good. This is a completely new kind of track, so it's not carried over from Wreckfest, unlike Savlok's Sandpit, but I think they made a few changes to that track. And this is a very jam-packed track. There is, if I start, oh yeah, it has to load my car. That is a kind of annoying thing about this, is that every time you switch your car, it has to load it. But here I am in a game, and we are just starting off. Now, as my first kind of impression of driving, I think the handling is much the same, to be honest, but the car does seem to interact with the surface more. Like, even if there seemed to be a ton of sand in Wreckfest, it didn't really matter, but now the cars can like dig into the sand, and it can cause massive oversteer and feels really realistic. The damage is also better, and I believe there is a mode. There's like a wrecked damage mode or something, I think. And this allows you to completely destroy your car while it's still running, so you can just drive around with a completely destroyed car. Now, the AI names are not very inventive. It's just like Bot 21 or Bot 16. Oh, And the AI aren't too smart, I can say that much. But that is just the same as with Wreckfest 1. So I guess I kind of carried that over. The handling feels... it's a bit sluggish on this car. But I'm pretty sure that's because this is like an American muscle car, so they don't handle very well. As I said, the damage is really good, and like the car body rendering is really good as well. Like if something's flapping, sometimes in Wreckfest stuff can glitch. There are also like more damage levels. For example, you can actually get a puncture in this mode. Bot 7 is an absolute bot, might I say. But you can get a puncture in this mode, which can screw up your driving, and your tire can even come off. That happened to me once. It doesn't affect the car too much, because if it did, it would kind of become unplayable. But it definitely does affect it, so if you're shooting for a best lap or whatever, you probably want to avoid a puncture. There are also some other like added gimmicks, like your radiator can leak, and there's you get points for doing like 90-degree spins as well. Can I please get out the way? Thank you. You get points for other things as well. There's even a score tally at the top of my screen, which is it's just based on damage. It's not based on laps or anything. And as you can see on the right, there are the laps, the time, your current lap, and what your best lap is. And then there's also your position in the top left. This is much the same as Wreckfest, which is quite good, I think. The Wreckfest GUI was all you needed. There's also like a speedometer in the bottom right, and there. Oh, that was close. There's also a thing in the bottom left that shows your damage. This can show damage to wheels. It can show damage to both sides of the car instead of just the... If you look at that, you can see a yellow on the blue on the left half. I can't speak. On the left half of the car. So it's more informative and more detailed as to whether parts of the car are being damaged. You can also change the perspective, and there is this crazy first-person mode, which is insanely realistic and could possibly be one of the best VR experiences ever. I just finished there. I can't change the angle. And then when you finish the race, there is a continue, save replay, and there are also leaderboards. If you got a new previous best lap, you could check where you are on the leaderboard. I would just press continue. And what I really like about this is you can just do the same thing again. So you can just do the exact same race. If it went badly and you finished, then you could just do it again until it went well. I'll also show you the assists. There is a preset like custom. You could also have it to like hard or stuff like that. Shifting, ABS, traction control, and stability. And it says differential is coming soon, which would be good for tuning. But I will just go to the main menu. So yeah, I've basically gone over everything so far in the main menu. There are also multiplayer servers. There's not as many as when I last looked. There was like 15 when I last checked not very long ago. 6 servers found. that you can play on. I think you can name them, but people aren't really naming them, so it just says like the location and then a bunch of random numbers. So yeah, there's some servers if you want some online multiplayer action. Connect to address, connect to local host for a locally hosted server, I guess. And I will just go back. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Wreckfest 2. You can make custom designs, I think. I can't move on this screen. If I try... Oh, it lets me move with my mouse. Oh, that's weird. Maybe I should report that as a bug then. It doesn't let you... Oh, it does let me move with the controller now. Oh, well, that's good. So yeah, that's basically Wreckfest 2. Well, thank you for watching this episode of Wibbles Gaming, where I did my first impressions review of the new game Wreckfest 2. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Really helps to motivate me to create new content for all the people who want tutorials, and also just Wreckfest videos in general, I guess. I also do other games such as Wobbly Life or Minecraft if you're interested, so go check them out. But thank you for watching until the end, and goodbye!